Yo, Swerve.
Doing good.
Hey, what's up, my people? We back on the third eye review. I know it's been probably been like 3 weeks since I've been back in the studio. I think it was we're in May now, so I think it was April 26th. We talked about The Beau is Afraid, Evil Dead Rise, and Scream 6. So yeah, I've been catching a lot of movies since that. Been to the theaters a couple times, been on Amazon Prime a lot, been on Hulu a lot. So just kind of just been a movie watching motherfucker, but I've been getting it in. Make sure you tune into the Letterbox if you guys do that to kind of like base what movies and shit you should watch and like off ratings and stuff. Or if you just love rating movies, make sure you follow me on there at Daryl Buchanan, Darryl. And yeah, you can find me on there. Probably got over 120 reviews on movies I watch, and I don't just log movies if haven't been paying attention. I gotta pay attention, get through it, watch the credits, process it, and all that stuff, and then I'll log it in my letterbox. So it's just not a bunch of like trash reviews and stuff. So it's something like you can get a true review and feel if you want to compare reviews, or if you want to get a liking of seeing if you might like something to watch, go on Letterbox and do that. I very much encourage you to use that app. Shout out to Liquid Death. They got this episode getting right. It's springtime, and well, not springtime. It's actually about to be summertime and Memorial Day, so that shit's about to get going. Blockbuster summer. This is the time of year we love as movie watchers. This is when all the fire shit comes out. Everyone has more time to get to the movies and stuff. As work and things slow down, I guess it kind of matters what you do as a career. But yeah, everyone kind of finds those ways to the movies. So it's that time of the year that I really appreciate and love. So I'm gonna be really booming on the third eye review. And actually, I think we're almost a year in, or it's pretty close to a year in to that third eye has been here. So clap it up for that. And yeah, I'm just really proud of that. Proud of the movie review. I really wanted to get it. That's something that I wanted to get outside of my guest based podcast, which is Swerving Podcast. I have a bunch of guests on there. I get to know different people from St. Louis, all areas, all walks of life. But I wanted to get just strictly talking about movies, built to something different. And I got Third Eye going. Shout out to Barn that's hosting it, and shout out that all my movie lovers that follow me on Instagram and all that. They really keep me going, and we all like talk about movies and share movies and thoughts and stuff. So that's what keeps the love of the podcast going, and the love and spirit of going to watch movies and really giving a true review on what I thought and the experience I got from the theaters, and make people want to get out and get back to the movies, because it's been a long time. I guess some people haven't been back since COVID. A lot of people wait till things come out on streaming devices and stuff. So I'm trying to get people to get that feel to get back to the movies, because I feel you get those true movie experiences in the theater. So yeah, make sure you get out and do that. And yeah, this is the Third Eye review. Today we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. This is the Guardians episode. Man, it was really good. We'll talk about that in a bit. But I kind of want to break down first that with Third Eye being a year in, I will be kind of rebranding the shapes of episodes and stuff going forward. It's probably going to start with the next episode coming up, and I'll probably drop that on the 30th. I'm gonna have the Giggler on, Anthony Hun from Mostly Superheroes Pod, and that's gonna be a good piece. Be glad to sit down and talk with him. Can't have all the guys on yet because they all got different timing. So me and the Giggler, we've been talking, and it's gonna be a good time talking and breaking down into the SpiderVerse and what we kind of are expecting from Across the SpiderVerse and what's to come. Like why we really appreciate the first animated film and stuff, and what we think is gonna come from the first part of the Across the Spider-Verse series. I think it's gonna be a 2-parter, maybe a 3-parter, but yeah, can't wait. We've been waiting for the second one for too long now, so to sit down and talk with another, uh, super he loves superheroes and stuff. Spider-Man is a superhero, so to be able to sit down and talk about a great superhero and Spider-Man with a superhero lover, it'll be a great episode. And going forward, I will be having like different guests hop on in and out and on phone calls. There are different stuff. Might start doing some guest calls and stuff that have seen different movies, and just to get quick hot takes on the films and stuff. And but yeah, we're gonna start guesting people on the Third Eye Review, with it being a second year in, and just giving a different base to the audience and stuff. And like I said, I do appreciate everyone that hops in, gives me a listen and stuff. That's what keeps me going. I truly appreciate it. Appreciate all the guys here at the barn that keeps me going and stuff. And yeah, and I just appreciate great films that have been dropped so far in 2023. So before we get into Guardians of the Galaxy, I want to give you guys a couple films that I've been watching on just different platforms like Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. Make sure you follow my letterbox, Daryl Buchanan, DarrylBuchanan. That is Daryl Buchanan on Letterboxd, and you can get all the films that I thoroughly sit down and watch, have to process, and then I'll review it, and they'll go on my Letterboxd. So it's not just a bunch of bullshit reviews and stuff. It's a great time, and it's a great place to really dissect what you want to watch and what's probably not your type. I go there and figure out if I want to watch something, and if I want to waste my time on a 2.5-hour movie, like if it's 2.5 hours but a 2.5 rating out of 5, I'm probably not gonna watch it unless I'm really, really bored. But I got a lot of other good things to watch before that. So Lady Bird was great. It's a good A24 movie. Another one that I watched that is now on the top 10 of personal favorites list was mid-90s. That's a really good one. You can catch that review on my Letterboxd. But Sonny and his brother, that was one of them deep films that kind of resonated within my heart, and how Sonny was growing up within his life, and escaping the problems of being at home, and being with his friends, made him feel okay, and skating, and just being the youngin', but being with the older kids and feeling in. I felt Sonny, and Lady Bird kind of resonates in the same way that Sonny did. That at home life wasn't the best, but Lady Bird's life was kind of not the best with her mom and stuff, as her mom really didn't. They just kind of lived the middle class life and wasn't the richest. Lady Bird called the wrong side of the tracks, but maybe because they didn't grow up financially well, that she wasn't the most popular girl in school or whatever, and she wasn't friends with people that she had potential of being friends with, so she had to go a different way about getting people into her life to really be accepted. And instead of like Sonny, he just naturally was himself, and saw what these other kids were doing around him, but he was already skating and shitting too, but he was just in. But that shit eventually caught up with him at the end of the movie, to where he was just living life too fast. And Lady Bird was too, but at the end of the day, it's about love and family through all like what they both experience in their own walks of life and stuff. And that's why I'm really starting to appreciate A24 and their production of films. Like they just have this style of shooting a picture that just brings a deep message within it by the time the credits hit the scene. I think Beau is Afraid is one of the probably their biggest film, one of the bigger films they've made so far, and it did really great. But I would say it's a film that's not for everybody. It's not for the closed-minded movie watchers. So but I feel like if you go in there with the open mind, you should be able to get something from it. And I feel like that's what A24 does. And I'm just glad they're here, and they're here to stay for a long time. And I can't wait to see what they have coming forward. What else have I been watching? Finally watched Jerry Maguire. That was a good movie, good flick, good laugh. I just woke up on a Sunday morning and turned it on because Chad's been on my ass about watching it, and Chuck didn't call it great. They did think it's one of them oldie greats. Didn't call it great, but it was good. I could resonate with Jerry a lot and how he just had the drive and passion to be a great agent, but he was already great, but he had to do the self things of like listening to people and giving more people of his time and ear and stuff to like just the small things in life that would get the greater good later. Jerry wasn't doing that. He was just all about himself and stuff and shit that I could kind of resonate with earlier in life, and not making time for family and siblings and stuff like that. You kind of don't think about shit till it's too late. So Jerry had a few situations with that and with women, and he really didn't figure out shit till he was alone. And at the end of the movie, you kind of wonder if Jerry's settling, but he's not, and he goes through things and stuff. And at the end of the day, true love was always in his eyes, like right in his eyes. And true things like in life are right. The best things are usually right where we are. And instead of trying to venture out and find something that is going to give us an outer body feeling, the best things are usually right here in our backyard. So that was a good movie. That was a good watch. I'm trying to think of what else I watched. I kind of just been hopping around. I've been watching Ghost. That season 3 wrap is just crazy. If you have not watched Power or none of that, I just feel sorry for you. Like 50 Cent is one of the best directors that has come into the game. I'm just very, very, very thankful for him. And all the actors as well. Michael Rainey Jr. He plays Tariq. Sax, the guy that plays Sax, Cooper Sax. Like, it's just a bunch of people. Amari Hardwick, he plays in the power role. Lala, she's in it. It's just a bunch of people in it, and a bunch of people that have acting potential that 50 gives them the opportunity on the screen. 50 or whoever is behind the works at Stars, and it all just works. It all just works, and it gives me that power behind like black television and stuff. Like, man, you really want to go do something within the acting world, or like even a voiceover and stuff. And I've said this behind movies that have gave me that that motivation before as well, to like do a voiceover and stuff within anime or anything. But yeah, like that show gives me that drive and power to like get out and do something in this movie world, like not just like talking about it, but just being on the screen too. I think that's something you can definitely work up to, and naturally comes within someone like me that has a outgoing taste and loves to talk about movies and loves to talk to people, and I just love the goof around and have a good laugh and stuff. I think I could fit the right role, or even an extra or anything. I'd appreciate anything. Like the love of film is just crazy, so I just want that to keep growing in all ways I can, like being around it, dissecting it. Just want to do that stuff. But yeah, make sure you type into Ghost, Power Stars. That's a good one. Lady Bird, mid-90s. What else have we been watching? Yeah, just like I said, kind of just been hopping around. I've been at the movies as well. Let's go ahead and hop into Guardians. I don't think I've watched anything else at the movies. I'm waiting on Spider-Man. Like I said, across the SpiderVerse. I'm gonna have Andy Hunt on from Mostly Superheroes, and that's gonna be a good talk. So yeah, I can't wait for that, and I can't wait. Like, I really can't wait for the Spider-Man. I already have the ticket bought. It's just been one of the movies that I just been waiting too long for. Just moved it up to the 4th on my top 10 ever, as that kind of just always moves within a year. And I polish it up and give it a yearly update every year. But that's one of them films that will always stay on my top 10, as it kind of just moves around as films come out and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Guardians 3. Damn. What a film. First off, thank you, James Gunn. Like, thank you for just bringing magic to a screen, making a small kid from Missouri believe and just being bigger than the state, just doing the small work, like I don't even know where you started, but like the small work of like writing a plot and bringing Guardians to the screen. I've read different things that you were bullshitting with it or whatever. Like even through the bullshit, there was a vision you saw, like even at the start of like movie 43, that brought you to this, and this screenplay that you would bring to the audience that has seen the movie, and seen it multiple times, like myself and stuff. People like that really just appreciate you. I do. Like it's just crazy, like how great the film is, and the guy just being from Missouri just makes you love it like that much more. All the small things like the St. Charles Post and stuff like that was cool. It just really gives you that nostalgic feeling, and not even that nostalgic feeling through the characters, but Missouri residents, like just being in Missouri. And everyone can't relate with that, but that's a big reason I fuck with the Guardians and James Gunn, and that's why DC's in good hands. He just the small town, big heart. Just stay motivated to get shit done and do whatever you can to get it done. And thank you for that. All the characters, man, kick ass. Just kick ass in the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm pretty sure everyone's went and watched it now, so I guess this will be a spoiler alert time. So if you haven't watched it, this is going to be the time that you kick off the pod. But make sure you tune back in after you go watch it, and the next episodes that we'll be talking about, like I said, is across the SpiderVerse for the new animated Spider-Man movie. So make sure you watch the first one to that. But yeah, back to the Guardians talk. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. All the characters were kick ass. Fucking awesome. Mixtape 3 was the best one. Like, oh man, the reasons that we feel. I mean, that scene, that song, like everything like just hits about it. Like I was gonna, if I could ask James Gunn one question, it would be like, what just do all them, where do you get all, like, what in the moment, like, do you watch the movie and then place the music there, or do like you write around a list of songs that you have placed out that make the movie and make songs that make up your life? I don't know, it's just really creative how like all the songs fit perfect within the shot, and I just love that, and that's what makes the third film so perfect. Chris Pratt, Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel, everybody from Zoe Saldana, they just did awesome. Like Nebula was great in this film too. I really love Nebula from her dryness. It was, she's really bold, but it's just dry, funny humor, and it's like, old MCU movies tries to force that, and like you got to give like a dry laugh that you really like, just you try to just like the comedy because you like the MCU shit. But this comedy that James Gunn has in this shit is like really like is some good comedy. Some of it's like you got a little quirky and stuff, but I thoroughly liked the movie. Like I was intrigued. I was never tired, like out of the plot and stuff. It was just really good. And as we get Rocket coming onto the scene, and just he has an acoustic version of I can't even think of the song, but I'll drop it below. And it's just a great scene, man. I'm like, it just gives you that feeling of, man, this is gonna be it might be it with the Guardians, but it might be it. You don't know what's going on. Everyone's just kind of in the funk of nowhere. Gamora's gone. Thanos threw her off the shit. So we're all just kind of like in this world of after Endgame still, like if shit like wrapping up and like everyone kind of finding their place within the world, same with Spider-Man and all that other shit. But we get the Guardians in nowhere and stuff, and they're all hanging out. And then here comes Adam Warlock, and we're like, what the hell's going on? And at the same time, Rocket's kind of in his groove of sadness and stuff as he's on the front of the screen. And this is about 10 minutes into the film, but they bring Adam Warlock in like off rip. So I was like, man, this might be really it, because the energy he brings to the screen is just really just really sharp and edge, and like you were like, oh, I don't know if the Avengers, not the Avengers, I don't know if the Guardians can handle this dude, and that's just the energy he was giving me. So they do end up taking care of business and all that, but he ends up flying away just out of nowhere after Nebula stabs him and stuff. So that's going to be a later plot in the movie. Like, this is 10 minutes in, that's not gonna just be settled like that. And I was just like, oh shit, like I was just really on edge and stuff. So as shit happens in between the fight and stuff, and the Guardians go on the mission to accomplish what they need to accomplish. I'm trying not to ruin the movie at the same time, but as they go on the mission to accomplish what they need to accomplish, they now back dive into the origin story of Rocket that we never have got between the first two Guardians, even with how Rocket meets everyone, through the Avengers and stuff. As the Guardians start to get wrapped up in that, like, he always has this like raccoon and stuff, like dialogue between each character that he meets, and we never really got the true background and origin story of Rocket, and we get that in this film. And James Gunn does it really well, and it makes you grow to Rocket just a whole lot deeper. This is a raccoon that just came in with the tree, that strangers were just on the same mission trying to, that became a team at the end. And it's just really cool, and how the Guardians came together, and how screen, like, just right, like, I just watching the third film, like I said, being from Missouri, I just like picture James in his room just like starting to write stuff, and like, I don't even know, it just really gives you that power of wanting to do shit bigger in your life, making film and all that. And that's what movies should do. Movies should make you feel some type of way and stuff. And from the music and the shot and all that, that's just how Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made me feel. And in Rocket's story, High Evolutionary was one of the most powerful villains that we've had on the MCU set. I would put him up there, like I'd put him up there like with Thanos and stuff, is like screen breaking. Like, you really felt his power and stuff, like as they came to the screen. Like, when Thanos came to the screen, you're always like, oh shit. When High Evolutionary came to the screen, you're the same way. You're just like, oh shit. And he's got the power to really like tear some shit up and put some shit straight, And he's coming to take back what's his. That's Rocket, and Rocket's name is 89P13, so he's obviously is something that's been worked on, prior to, just prior to his life of becoming a Guardian. And that's why he don't just call himself a raccoon. He's way smarter and way bigger than a raccoon. And yeah, it's just a deep movie, and you, like I said, you grow between each character. You grow with each character a lot deeper, as this is the last film within the Guardians. As like I said, James Gunn is going to DC and stuff, so this was kind of like he deserved to put the flowers on the Guardians and stuff. And I just really appreciate it. If I had to rank the films from the three, I would just rank them all backwards, 3, 2, 1, and that's how I would rank them. No, 3, 1. I would rank it 3, 1, 2. 2 being the worst. But I did enjoy 2, like within the shots and stuff. Just the story wasn't that great. Peter Quill finding out who his dad was, and his dad killed his mom or whatever, and it just wasn't as good as the first, like the origin story, like of him, everyone trying to find the orb and going out into space and stuff, and then like Peter holding the time stone and stuff. Like, it's just a good wrap of the first film. Is just a good origin story of who we're gonna be on this journey with through space, and when they go meet Thor and we fucking see him, help out in Endgame and stuff. Like, it's a good journey with the idiots, is what I like to call them, because they're all idiots in their own way, but it's a great team of idiots, and it's just a lot of fun. I really appreciated the Guardians as a movie watcher, and I can't wait to see what James Gunn has in store for DC. Me and my boy, we're talking earlier, and like I wasn't a Black Adam fan. I just can't. I can't get on it being a good movie. I just didn't think it was. I might like it a little better with the second watch, but I hope just like James Gunn, like after watching Guardians, like I really think that DC's in good hands as he'll be overseeing stuff, how the storyline should wrap up and like, just putting what we deserve as movie watchers on the screen. We don't want bullshit and having to remake everything so many times. We just want it to be done right. Not even right, but give us all you can. If like, you're putting this money into it and stuff, don't half-ass it, because we're putting, we're going to the movies and supporting these people. So just put something that we want on the screen, not just because it's Superman, just put some bullshit on the screen. Like, no, I think that's why James Gunn's going over there and he's just done with the bullshit. It's been too much bullshit for years. And it's crazy. It's crazy. If you get Letterboxd and looked at the reviews for the first Suicide Squad and then look at the second one, leaps and bounds better. And James Gunn had nothing to do with the first one, but he got on the second one, put his natural work onto it and stuff, and people love that film. People talk about that so much more than the first film, even though Will Smith's in it. I think that's why some people like the first one, but I think the second one's way better. So James Gunn, he's just a powerful soul. I really appreciate it. The Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And all the characters, Drax, he's awesome. Dave Bautista's an awesome dude. He's just makes you like think of how these guys grow into these characters and give us like what we're seeing on the screen and stuff. And I just truly appreciate it as a movie watcher, and I really can't say much more about it besides go see the film. So yeah, stay tuned with Third Eye Review. This is sponsored by The Barn. This is where it's hosted. Hopefully. No, we are going to keep the videos going for the summer. I don't care how much time it takes to set up. Like, this is a good setup to talk to you guys, visually set up and talk to you guys. You guys can see my face. And I feel like that's how you get more viewers on the screen and stuff too. And it's not even about that. I just want people to, I feel like movies should be talked about all the time and people should share movies and stuff. And that's what I want. Give me movies to watch, movies you think I like for my vibe and stuff. Send them my way. I'm all about that. Watch list is deep, and I kind of dive into that each week and try to clean up the watch list. I don't let it just sit there forever. So really give me things to watch and stuff. And like I said, I'm just an avid movie watcher, and this is Third Eye Review, baby. And yeah, I don't got nothing coming up to the Spider-Man, so we'll be having some episodes out soon. Catch some shit on Netflix and stuff. Like I said, Lady Bird, mid-90s. I got some other stuff. Third Eye Review on Instagram if you want to get on there. And I usually drop stuff on there on my story and all that all the time. And I have a lot of movie friends that keep stuff on the reg on the drop. So like, was it good though? Was it good though? Pod, shout out them. Movies and movie ratings and rankings. He's fire. He always gives 10/10 reviews, solid views. Not Three Bad Pod, a lot of the guys. So just another movie night, all them guys. So it's just a good group of people that are in the movie world. So get over there, follow the Third Eye Review, and yeah, I'll get you pointed to the right way to watch some good films. It's your host, Daryl, Swervo, whatever you want to call me, and we out, baby.